Good evening, the President-elect. How are you finding your time at the SMAC League Memorial Gala so far?
First of all, my name's Roy Baguma, and I am the President-elect of SMACKOBA, the Old Boys Association of St. Mary's College, Kisubi. And I'm here also with Mr. Richard Adubango. He's the Vice President of the SMAC Old Boys Association, SMACKOBA. In response to your question, we are finding that this network here that has been set up by the SMAC League is bringing together old boys from different cohorts through soccer and sports. There is a lot of cross-fertilization of interests and knowledge and information sharing, which we have admired. And as the Old Boys Association, we remain committed to support this kind of fraternity, which brings together old boys, their families, and also associations outside the families.
Before we get into the main goal of this interview, but I would love to know what team you play for in the SMAC League.
Well, I am in the Mama Teo. Apparently, Mama Teo is the one of 1998 and below. My year is 1981 to 87.
All right.
So, you know, I'm there in the Mama Teo one.
We'd love to see you make an appearance one day.
Absolutely.
You get the ability to.
Absolutely.
Yes,
we will be here.
Definitely. Can we hear more about the SMACKOBA and, you know, the purpose of this collaboration with the SMAC League?
Well, what happens is that the moment you leave St. Mary's College, Kisubi, you become a member of SMAC Old Boys Association. This is our catchment, the SMAC League. These are our old boys. And so what we are looking towards doing more in the future is to have this bridge and this link up with the SMAC League and all other old boys from different cohorts. So this is a very, very good avenue for us to be able to do that.
You brought your Vice President with you. Would love to have a few words from him and, you know, find out how he's experiencing the SMAC League Memorial Gala so far.
Very much. Yes, my name is Richard Adubango. I'm the Vice President of SMACKOBA, and we are delighted to be here. Like President said, this is the catchment for the Old Boys Association, and we have so many projects under the Old Boys Association. First of all, our by default, we all have to pay subscription every year. And when we see many old boys here, we know that we can appeal to them directly and they pay their subscription. We also have a direct link with the college, where we help the college with the various needs or shortages that they have at the school. So we have, for example, formed the endowment fund, and that endowment fund is supposed to help cater for payment of fees of brilliant boys who come from families that cannot sustain them throughout the college because of financial difficulties. So when we come here and find all these old boys, it gives us an opportunity to connect with them, tell them about the endowment fund, and those who are in position to do can pledge to make some payments. We have a few members. Some of them have already instructed their banks to take off something on a monthly basis, and it does go in there. I am sure with this connection here, we are going to generate more money. We also we encourage old boys to come up with projects that they can execute to help the school. This will allow us to appeal to them. We also have annual general meetings. The attendance with this kind of connection, we are sure the attendance is going to increase. So we are really delighted to be here, and this is a good catchment area for us.
Yeah, I believe this is the start of something great. And so there's a big question in the house. How does a SMAC old boy get to benefit out of the SMACKOBA?
There are many benefits. One of them, first of all, we are governed by a constitution. So whatever we do has to be backed by the objects of our association in that constitution. And the principal one is to ensure that we support the college to remain where it is. As you know, SMAC is a brand. There is a place where it is, and our efforts are geared towards ensuring that it remains there. What we receive in return is also some assistance from the college. They support us by giving placement to our sons, biological children. You may have missed the cutoff point by 1 or 2 marks. Instead of sending you to another school, they can accommodate our sons. So that's part of the benefit that we have. We also benefit from the network. As you know, if you move around, you find so many SMAC OBs in various positions. If you introduce yourself as an OB, I am sure the consideration is much better than if they knew that you are from Namilyango, for example. The fumblers.
The benefits of the Old Boys Association, as we have mentioned, are beyond measure. One, when we leave SMAC, we join a very competitive world, and our old boys at SMAC and the earlier ones, the four brothers that we have and those who come after us, when we get into the field, that is supposed to be our basic equity that we should start with. But unfortunately, we have not optimally harnessed that. And so that is an immediate opportunity for us to do. And one of the things that we are planning to do is to ensure that we can increase avenues of networking for old boys. So that if you are going to California, for example, we surely must have an old boy there. You should be able to know where that old boy is on some kind of platform or a network. And that is the project that SMACKOBA wants to undertake. Yeah.
We see big things cooking in the background. We'd love to have a few words from our chairman here. I believe he has played a couple of games today. And yes, chairman, how do you feel about this project that we're building together in the collaboration with the SMACKOBA?
I think I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that season 6 has taken off, the Memorial Cup, and I'm glad that our president-elect accepted our invitation to be the guest of honor. And this season you're going to see a lot more of the interaction between TSL and SMACKOBA. Previously they've been working in the background, but I think from this season you're going to see more of them on our artwork, on the posters, and there are a lot of things planned ahead.
Yes, I believe that if the TSL committee sees from one of them who plays on a fortnight basis, they'll actually be compelled to pay this subscription fee. Could you compel them to pay this subscription fee if you don't mind?
Actually, I've spoken with the administrator from SMACKOBA, and the approach that I took myself with the subscription last year is that every time you come for a match day, come with just 5,000 or 10,000. Pay a bit of your subscription. By the time the year is done, you'll be done with the subscription. You know, it sounds a bit difficult to pay the full subscription, but if you do every match day, and believe me, you can every match day, put in something small. By the time the season is over, you're done with your subscription. Like they've mentioned, there are so many benefits from subscribing to SMACKOBA, and by the virtue of being in TSL, we are all SMACKOBA people. You're in SMACKOBA first before you join TSL.
Spoken like a true gentleman. And with those wise words, I'd love to conclude this interview. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you very much, President-elect SMACKOBA.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Having you today.
Thank you for the interview.
Cheers.
Thank you.